Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 66. My name is Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
How are you doing? We're trying something new.
Yes.
So this is our first video YouTube thing that I'll post up later on. We'll get audio. We've got an audio podcast. We've got a video podcast now. So
I
we'll
was
see how long
forgetting
this
there that I'm
lasts.
on. That's why I started smiling manically.
Yeah. So whatever you do, Jody, don't do what you normally do, which is pick your nose
Pick my nose.
constantly through the podcast.
I know I do, don't I?
Yeah.
I need to stop doing that now.
I know.
We're not supposed to do that anyway because of coronavirus.
No, that's right. Yeah. Don't do
You're
that.
certainly not.
We'll get struck from YouTube for mentioning the word that rhymes with Pomona.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You're certainly not allowed to eat it either. That's for sure.
Need to bring my bell over a little bit. It's slightly out of reach. So how are you doing? How's self-isolating going?
All right, I suppose, as good as it. Well, I say all right. It's rubbish, isn't it?
It's not good. Although we did have a good night out on Saturday and Friday.
That was so good you forgot what day it was.
That's true. It's true.
It was Friday. I didn't go into Saturday. I didn't go to my bed
was.
4:30 or something.
I fell asleep on the couch.
Aye. I was getting that way. In fact, maybe that's why I did. Aye.
Yeah.
I think that's why I did. Anyway.
Yeah, it was a great wee night. So
it was a virtual bar.
Yeah.
Virtual pub night.
So we had a Zoom. So what happened was we used Zoom, which is what we're using just now to record the podcast with, and we got all our mates together. We had a beer and everybody stayed at home, and we all got together at the same time. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Had music playing.
Music
Spotify.
playing as well, yeah. Which I'm sure was breaking God knows how many laws, but never mind.
Sharing video, drone footage.
That's right.
Of our hometown Girvan.
Yeah, we saw pictures inside Big Mix as well.
We did, and get from a pub in Girvan from back in the 90s.
Yeah,
it was great.
Historical documents. Yeah, it was awesome.
That's correct. Yeah,
it was a great night actually. Friday night.
Well,
good to see everybody together.
That was It was the video was a bit jittery though. When you were sharing the video.
Yeah, Zoom's not particularly great for broadcasting video, especially on like slower devices. I think it kind of screws up.
Plus the fact there was 8 people in that conversation, and you were trying to share other stuff.
Yeah,
so it's fair enough.
I thought it worked out all right. I mean, for the most part, it was. Your video is amazing. Mine looks like I'm Sybil Shepherd in Moonlighting. I'm very soft focused. I don't know why.
It's beautiful.
Probably for the best. I'm looking at it just now at the corner of my eye. No.
You don't look quite as good as Sybil Shepherd in Moonlighting.
No, that's true. Or now.
No.
Yeah,
I must apologise about I'll apologise for a few things tonight. Number one is my background. I'd forgotten we were going to do this video, and I should really have like some sort of superhero geek stuff in the background.
I should probably think about that as well, because I got a mathematical formula up there, which is not exactly.
As these videos go, we'll have all sorts of stuff, special effects, helicopters. We get helicoptered in, things like that.
That's right, yeah. Bungee cord.
That
and then back out again.
Yep.
The nice thing though is that we can do visual stuff now. So
yeah,
although it would be we'd have to also describe it to people when they're listening in their cars, because they'll be like, what is this?
Yeah.
What are they doing? I don't understand.
Yeah, this could be confusing.
It could be.
Although it could go either way.
It could. I've seen it. To be honest, I mean, so we're not original when it comes to doing this Zoom thing, because Tested.com, they're all in self-isolation now. So Will Smith, not that Will Smith, the other Will Smith, Adam Savage, and what's his name? Oh God, I can't remember his name. Anyway, the three of them, they were all separate. They're all separated out, and they're all doing their own thing, and then they get together and they do a Zoom podcast thing. and it's worked out quite well for them. So we're just testing this out. We'll see how it goes. The biggest problem I've got is the after party. I don't know how that's going to work. As far as like putting stuff up and all that kind of
Putting the
stuff,
special effects in,
MP3 and things. Yeah, exactly.
putting the
Fighters
lightsaber
and stuff
fights
like
in.
that.
Yeah.
Try to get rid of the Cantina band.
Setting your phasers to stun.
That's right. Yeah.
You'll be getting a copyright strike, and then that goes on.
I know. Especially if I do this.
I got a copyright strike on my one of my other. I've got two YouTube channels actually. And one of them I got a copyright strike against before I'd even put it up. It's the Banana Splits doing a Black Sabbath song, and I think because I typed in Black Sabbath, they were like, "You do not have, the permission to put this up."
I
I was like, I hadn't even published it.
I get a community strike against me once on a video I hadn't put up. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I was doing a tutorial video on how to make Manic Miner on using Unity, but like with color clash, like the old Spectrum. And one of my videos was the death scene in Manic Miner, and because I had the word death in it, I got a community guidance strike against. I hadn't even published the video.
Because you had the word death in it.
Yeah. So I changed it to Minor Willie end screen. It was fine. Willie was fine, but not death. So you can use Willie all you want.
Well, we'll use it a lot today then.
That's right. Willies.
Willies everywhere.
Yeah. Well, there is a lot of Willies in Scotland. Mostly Wollies, but
Wollies.
Yeah.
W-U. Wally.
L-L-Y. Sometimes I-E.
Oh, I-E.
We're Willie.
Willies.
I've seen Wally as well. W-U-L-L-Y. God, there's an awful lot of U's and U's and W's and anyway.
Oh, aye. Anyway.
How was your week in entertainment?
It was all right. I gave in and got Disney Plus. I crumbled.
Suckered in.
Crumbled.
You felt sorry because you thought to yourself that poor guy Bob Iger, he's got such a crappy pension. You need to bolster it up.
Yeah, exactly. We watched Endgame. I've not even really had a flick through it yet, but we're like, ooh, it's exciting. So we're kind of excited for it.
That's good. So, I mean, it's not just Disney. It's it's Marvel and Star Wars, and there's National Geographic in there as well. So there's a lot of content.
It's only $5.99 a month as well.
I know. It's super cheap, although it's $6.99 over here. So,
but still, it's decent price.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that watched a film last night called Vivarium. I think it's called Vivarium. It's got Jesse Eisenberg in it.
Okay.
You know who he is? Batman vs Superman. Zombieland. Yep.
Yeah.
He's in it, and it's this couple that go to look at a new house, right? Prospect of buying, and this real weird estate agent shows them round and then disappears, and they're like, that was weird. So they jump in their car and they're driving around the scheme, going, "Is this the right way? Are we going the right way?" They end up every direction they go, they end up back at this house, and they're like, it's getting dark, and they're like, God, we need to spend the night here. So then they're like trying to different ways of escaping and stuff. It's really good. It's weird. It's kind of Twilight Zone episode stretched.
Okay.
Stretched maybe a wee bit much, but
could have been a Twilight Zone episode.
That's the sort of the hour-long Twilight episodes that are on just now. Could easily have been one of those.
All right.
And it has got the creepiest child in it you've ever. They get given that every morning there's like a box of food left. I'm not spoiling anything. This is all in the trailer. Every morning they get left a box of food, and then one morning they get in the box is a baby. And 28 days or 48 days after they've got the baby, it is a small child, and it's like copying their voices and stuff. Everything they say it copies, and it screams until it gets fed. It's horrible.
I don't fancy this movie at all.
It's for download just now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you can watch it. Yeah.
Okay.
It
What
ticks all
services?
my weird boxes.
What
I think it's
services?
like iTunes and stuff you can get it on.
Okay.
It's one of those ones, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, ticks all the boxes for me for being weird. What else have we been watching? 12 Angry Men, obviously.
Yep, which we're going to talk about.
Was
in a
the
bit.
homework.
Mm-hmm. 2 pieces of homework.
Yeah, I'm continuing with the Tiger King guy, whatever it's called, on Netflix.
Yeah, I started watching that as well. I watched
Oh, man.
the first 2 episodes.
Right.
What a weird setup.
By the way, it gets weirder.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
How many episodes deeper yet? By the way, it is the #1 show on television right now.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Number 4. I'm just going on to number 5. That is weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to kick it back up again tonight, I think.
Yeah, that's good. It's really good.
Good bedtime watching.
Aye. Yeah, well, I was trying to watch an episode today, actually, of it. And I'm on episode 5. So that's good. What else am I watching? Do you know what I should have done? I should have had my Netflix,
notes there.
my wee list, so that I could know. But I think pretty much we've been. I see Ozark started again.
Oops. Yeah, so I've never watched this, and I keep meaning to watch it because I've heard good reports about it.
Oh, it's very, very good.
And I like what's his face,
Jason
Michael
Bateman.
Bluth.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah, yeah, sure. We'll call him Jason Bateman. Whatever. Yeah. He's Michael Bluth. He'll always be Michael Bluth to me.
Michael Bluth.
Yeah. From Arrested Development.
Oh, was he in that?
Yeah, he's the lead guy.
I've never watched it.
What?
I know.
Jody, it is much better than Breaking Bad.
Arrested Development?
Yeah. It's on Netflix. They bought the show. Arrested Development is narrated by Ron Howard.
Right.
And I think it's from Imagine Entertainment. I'm not entirely sure, but it's awesome. It's Portia de la Rossi's in it. Jeffrey Tambor.
Right.
Tony Hale, who's amazing in pretty much everything.
Don't know.
Okay.
I watched the Trolls, the new Trolls movie.
Oh, for the love of God, you and Trolls.
I love those films. I don't know what it is. I just love them.
Everyone listens to this goes like, oh God, you gotta go to Trolls again. This is 2 weeks in a row.
I just love those films.
Okay.
I watched the wee holiday special last week.
It was
last week.
Yeah.
And then watched the World Tour a few nights ago. I like them far more than I should. They're just so upbeat. They're like, the kind of Lego movies. That kind of style of upbeatness. I don't know if you must have seen.
I've seen the first Lego movie. I've never seen a Trolls movie.
You've never seen the Trolls movie?
No.
You love it.
So I've seen the Trolls characters because they're in Universal Studios. Like they float around the kids area a lot, and they do like dance-alongs and stuff, and get the kids all moving and shaking and hyped up. Give them red M&Ms and soda, and then send them on their way.
Jeez.
Yeah, they're a delight afterwards as well.
Aye.
So you start using the elbows.
I'd be in there, glitter in my face.
Oh, you would be.
Right in.
Knee deep in glitter.
Loving it.
Oh dear.
Well, I'm not going to say what I was going to say there.
No, you can't.
Now that we're on YouTube.
I know. We've got to be super careful now.
Let's go back to the podcast.
We could do.
10 minutes in. 10 minutes in.
I'll tell you.
A good idea.
I'll tell you how much of this is fun when I'm editing this down. Because the problem is about editing videos. That's what I'm not looking forward to if we have to cut things out.
Edit every time I go for a drink.
Yeah, exactly.
Or to the toilet.
Yeah.
Toilet breaks.
Yeah, I can't do that in this video.
No. So yeah, that's what Danny's been playing Fortnite. I've not been playing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Although we dug out the DS games because trying to have a wee tidy up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Put the GameCube away and things like that. Just a wee tidy up consoles, things like that. Yeah, that's about it.
I had a wee tidy up down here because I was getting annoyed the fact that my desk was like a complete disaster mess area. And so I had a huge big tidy up, and I've got the printers, the 3D printer and the printer over on one shelf now, and I've got room here for my lap. I've got a MacBook here that we're running the podcast on today.
Yeah.
Because my machine's a bit unreliable at the moment. I don't know why, but it keeps crashing.
Coronavirus.
Which is not good. I don't know.
Brexit.
But Brexit. Yeah, so I've been watching the Tiger thing. I watched the first 2 episodes. Yeah, I second you the weirdness thing of it. It's just crazy stuff.
So he walks about a gun holster on all the time, and
yeah,
it gets weirder. By the way, he's he's obsessed with this other owner of like
is it
a
Cynthia
lying
or something or
place.
Something like
I
that.
can't remember her name. Yeah, that's weird.
So the about a month ago, I think it was, Hulu dropped, to use the current vernacular, a documentary, a 4-part documentary on Hillary Clinton.
Oofed. Cricket Hillary.
Cricket Hillary. Oh, there you go. That's a struck straight from YouTube then.
According to Donald Trump.
Let me tell you one thing.
Disclaimer.
So I wanted to watch it, and I'm like, oh, it's on Hulu. How am I going to get this? And then lo and behold, Netflix bought the rights in Canada. So I'm like, all right, okay, this is cool. So I sat and watched that this week. Interesting stuff. She definitely does come across as being more human than I've ever seen her, because every time I see her, she's that kind of career politician. You know what I mean? And I don't like career politicians.
Yeah, she was on.
By the way, I just want to point out, it's not a problem with her. It's a problem with the career politician, where it's like, this reminds me of a story of when I met this man in Arkansas, and that kind of stuff. And just
awful lot of disclaimers going on in this episode.
I wasn't disclaiming. I was exclaiming.
For the record, I would just like to say I do not dislike Hillary Clinton or Bill Clinton.
No, I don't like them.
Oh, right, okay. They were on. She was on with her daughter.
Well, they're doing a book tour just now.
And it was a book. Because she's a baby, not Hillary, daughter.
Yeah.
And they were kind of talking about down to earth things and being human. Not obviously lizard politicians. According to David Icke, not my words.
This is going to be the first and last video on YouTube. You can say this okay in a podcast. You can't say it in a video.
Don't shoot the messenger. Just saying.
So is it by egg, or is it like a natural mammalian birth?
I don't know. An egg. Oh, beautiful baby egg.
I was referring to Mork, of course.
Of course. Disclaimer. Anyway, sorry. So it came across quite well. So obviously she produced it then.
Well, it's a 4 hour long advert for her.
For her,
yeah. Produced by Hillary and Bill Clinton. Directed by Chelsea. All that kind of stuff. Anyway,
Chelsea, that's the daughter's name, man.
Chelsea, yeah. Named after the hotel.
The football club.
The football club, yeah. She was this close to being called Watford. And I watched, I think I mentioned this last week, but I watched Rocket Man.
You did.
Yeah. talking to Watford. And then I watched Jay and Silent Bob.
The new one?
The reboot. There was
Is that the new one?
there was 2 funny bits in
I've
it,
avoided that.
and
Must
that
admit.
was it. It's not good.
No.
It's very similar. It's kind of funny because I guess in a kind of meta irony type way, it's having a poke at reboots because it is essentially just a remake of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. And so it's got a very similar kind of storyline to it. It's all the same people. It's all these mates are in it.
Kevin Smith's making movies for himself, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not.
Well, I think it's kickstarted as well, or some kind of crowdfunding thing, because it mentioned crowdfunding and getting people in the shot for the big finale, and it looked like it was a whole bunch of just people who live in their mum's basements.
Yeah.
And they're 35. And
Well, older than that.
Well, yeah. So yeah, that was pretty much my viewing this week, which is slim pickings.
Very slim.
But that's because we've been watching like Brooklyn Nine-Nine and things that's back on, so we're watching that.
You'd think all we would be doing is watching things because of what's been going on.
I know.
I mean, we went out for a walk and had a wee kickabout with football, stuff like that today.
We did last night because the Zoom call worked so well on Friday. We thought, okay, we'll do a family games night on Saturday. So we got my daughter, my son, and my wife's sister all together on Zoom, and we played Jackbox games.
Jackbox games, what's that?
So it's like you basically you need a phone, one of these guys. Oh, look, there's you there.
Oh, hello.
Oh, look at that. That's weird. And you set up the thing, the game running here. It gives you a code. You type in the code, and then you can play games like Quip. What was it called? Quiplash, Fibbage, and there's another couple of games as well. But basically, it's like kind of Balderdash Pictionary type games, but it's over the internet, and you use your cell phone to connect to it, which is good because most people got a cell phone. So we set that up. The only problem was that for some reason my laptop wouldn't run the game, so I had to run downstairs to the basement to get my PC to do the game. Then I had to connect to Zoom on that, and then run back upstairs and then play the game because we were streaming from the laptop upstairs. It was I was knackered by the end of it basically, and also was fighting a hangover. So it wasn't good things for Sloan.
No.
But it was actually really cool because we could play a game together. So so next time you went in,
sounds good, eh?
We'll
could do like a quiz as well, couldn't we?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah,
quizzes and stuff.
Yeah,
like a pub quiz or whatever.
Yeah,
pretty good. Pretty good.
So yeah, it's kind of games like that as well. So, do you want to get into a little bit of news before we talk about our main feature, which is the top 10? Because we were kind of bummed out a bit last week by the fact that the top 10 was a bit.
Oh yeah, the top 10.
I'm meant to speak to you about that. What?
It's all right, it'll be fine, I'm sure.
Do you have a top 10?
Aye.
Oh my god. All right. Well, we can do mine first, and you can work on yours. The 2 pieces. Oh no, actually, we need to talk about. Are you kidding me? So we'll get to the stories, and then we'll talk about the 12 Angry Men, 8 Angry Men, 4 Angry, 3, 1 Angry
12.
Men, 12 Angry Men. So Disney parks are now closed indefinitely.
Oof.
That's not good.
It's not good for you.
No, it's not good
5 times a year.
That's right. It's only 3 times a year. Calm down.
Oh, sorry.
we had a vacation just at the end of February, beginning of March, just before all this kicked off.
Jeez. Well, so did we. We did we went to Iceland and
that's right, yeah.
And had a couple of weekends away,
Yeah.
Before it all kicked off. Thank God, we had nothing else planned. Unfortunately, you do.
Yep. Well, maybe not anymore. So,
No, it's not looking like
um,
it.
I mean, even if it's all getting lifted and the Disney park still closes, that means that we've got to cancel like half our holiday. So,
Mm,
anyway,
that's a bummer.
good news though. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson are back home safe and sound. So,
Really?
round of applause. There you go. Well done. Well done. I was worried about them.
Oh yeah. Well,
Um,
I'm glad they're fine and healthy.
yeah. And just to cash in, the Archers. This is the final story item. The Archers are going to do a coronavirus storyline in May, apparently, assuming
Really?
all of this blows over. Did you see the controversy on? Did you see that controversial game last night? Did you see that controversy with Ant and Dec about their
No.
weekend show? They have this thing called Men in Brown, apparently,
Oh yeah. I've seen it.
and apparently the phrase "infect the humans" was used several times during the show, and
Oh really?
people were offended by it.
Hmm.
There you go. Shall we talk 12 Angry Men?
Yeah.
Do you think it deserves to be in the top 10?
Oh, God, do you know there's so many movies that I've seen that are good,
Yeah.
and that's one of them.
Yep.
Right?
It's a great movie.
And I don't know if it's because it's so old now, and like I was saying to you before, that a lot of people have copied certain things from it. You know,
Hmm.
I suppose it's not that original an idea. It's 12 people in a room. You know, it
Yeah.
could be a play and stuff.
Hmm. I think it was actually a teleplay, and they made it
Was
into
it?
a movie. Yeah.
Or was it?
Yep.
I mean, you can see the influences from Quentin Tarantino. We were saying Glengarry Glen Ross.
Yeah. I mean,
You
it's
know,
Reservoir Dogs is probably like I wouldn't say a straight rip off of it, but it's
Hateful Eight. You
Hateful
know,
Eight. Yeah. Hmm.
um, as well.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, but what I was kind of saying to you was the acting in it is very natural.
Hmm.
You know, for a movie in that time.
Yeah.
Although I mean, I'm not a great movie historian or anything like that. I don't know if that's the thing that stood out about it, but to me, the acting's very natural. For it's not hammy
Yeah.
like you see in some black and white movies from back then.
Mm.
Peter Fonda's great in it.
The angry guy is probably my favorite character.
Is
Because
that the
right
guy with
on.
the hat?
No, that's the guy that wants to go for his ball game, but then it gets rained off anyway, so he can't go. So he's like, "All right, let's do it."
Was he see the one that says he's
I'll
going to
kill
knock
you.
the guy's block? He's going to knock his block off.
Yeah, he says I'm gonna kill you,
Uh-huh.
and he goes, "Huh?" And it's like this kind of like epiphany moment.
Aye, because they're messing about. They're playing, not taking it seriously.
Yeah,
They're sort
yeah,
of playing noughts and crosses or something.
yes,
Aye,
yeah, and he sort of slags him off, and it kind of gets him riled up, and
aye,
eventually like,
aye.
tries to choke him out. And he's like, "I'll kill you,"
Yeah, yeah.
and then Henry Fonda's like, see, it's easy to
Mhm.
say it.
Yeah.
You don't mean you're gonna kill me."
Mhm.
So yeah, I thought everybody was great. There's a few people that I recognised. There was
Yeah.
what's his
Same
name?
here.
Klugman. He plays the guy that came from the slums. And then the other guy with the hat, the salesman that
Aye.
apparently made
Mhm.
75 grand selling marmalade.
Mhm.
I've seen him before in a few things.
Paddington.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen him before in a few things as well. But
Yeah.
he's one of those actors, that's a kind of character actor.
Was
You just see in loads of stuff, but you can't remember his bloody name.
was he in like an 80s cop drama thing? He might have played the captain. I don't know. Answers in the postcard. Comment below, seeing as how we're on YouTube.
Oh, crikey.
Don't read the comments.
Oh, God. Comments go south fairly quickly, don't they?
Oh yeah,
On YouTube.
yeah, totally.
People.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're animals.
I love Hillary Clinton. Don't you talk about my Hillary like
How
that?
dare you? I don't have any hat in the ring. I don't care. I've never voted for her. Well, I can't because
No.
I'm not an American citizen. So, um, I I liked the fact it was a like that bottle episode where it was just set in one place. Again, it was very. It reminded me of. It reminded me, because I hadn't seen it before, of Glengarry Glen Ross as well. Where it's, I mean, there's like 3 sets I think in Glengarry Glen Ross.
Mm-hmm.
One's a car, the other one's the bar, and then the other one's the office, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. I don't
Um,
even remember that. I just remember it being in the office. But
yeah. No, there's a bit where because Bromo's trying to talk to Jonathan Pryce about, uh, you know, he gets him kind of drunk and gets him to sign,
mm-hmm.
and that's all done at the bar. And then he
Mm-hmm.
comes back in the office the next day, and he's like, "Oh, I don't want to sign. I was talking to my wife about it." And
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I'd probably prefer Glengarry Glen Ross. To
yeah.
be honest with you.
I mean, I I like 12 Angry Men. I don't think it deserves to be in the top. It's certainly not in my top 10.
Not
Um,
in mine either, so I don't have one.
so we're going to do my top 10 this week, and then we'll do
Yeah.
your top 10 next week.
Okay then.
All right, that sounds good.
I
And then
could
that
probably
way,
cobble a top 10 together quickly though. But
yeah, that's okay. Now let's have a think about it, and we'll do yours next week. So, um, yeah, it's not in my top 10, but I'm really glad I saw the movie, and I really liked it. I didn't think it was a bad movie by any stretch of imagination. In fact, it's a movie where I'm going to go back and watch it again, and that's
mm-hmm.
kind of leading me on to my top 10, which is it's my top 10 movies of not movies that I can't do without, but movies that I could watch over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And I missed one as well, which is just kind of under the line.
I suppose
But
I could give you those, definitely.
um, you want me to run down the top 10, and you can slag me off for my choices.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Number 10, Sneakers. It is a movie that I have seen. I don't know how many times, probably at least 20 times, and it's something I don't get bored of. It puts in amazing performances from um, um, what's his name? It's a good start. Robert Redford,
Oh
Ben
yeah.
Kingsley,
Yep.
Sidney Poitier's in it, Dan
Brad, Brad,
Aykroyd,
Brad Pitt in it.
um,
No.
what's his name? Strahern. No, Brad Pitt's not in it. River Phoenix is in it,
River Phoenix, aye.
and Mary McDonald. Mary McDonald. McDonald.
Mm-hmm.
She's in it as well. She puts in a great performance as well. And that the guy that plays Janik as well. He was in Gotham. He was Gordon's sidekick, Donald Logue or something like that. I think he's an Irish actor, as Irish descent actor anyway. He was amazing in it as well, as Gunter Janik. Um, it's a
Gunter.
it's a 1990s movie about hackers, which is written by the same team that wrote War Games. It's directed beautifully by Phil Alden Robinson, and it's just a fantastic movie. It's like a crime drama with
Caper.
a bit of comedy in it, and yeah, there's a kind of a heist element to it as well. So, yeah, an all round favorite for me. Um, you
Is
like
it?
it as well,
Yeah, yeah.
Sneakers.
Aye. Is that number 10?
That's number 10.
Mm.
It only gets worse.
Well, I can only imagine your taste.
Fargo.
Just tell me now, is Under Siege in it?
No,
Right, thank God for that.
no, I can't watch Under Siege that much. It's a good movie, but I can't. It's not like a movie I want to see over and over again. Fargo is number 9 though,
Oh,
because that is a movie I want to see over and over again, and I have seen
yep,
over and over again.
yep,
Um,
definitely.
Again, a small town. They made it into a TV show, which was first season was amazing. Second season was, third season was pretty good. Um, Especially
Set.
David Thewlis' character was really creepy in the third season.
Is that the one with Ian McGregor in the third season?
Yes, he plays two roles. He plays two twin brothers.
Yeah, two
Well,
brothers. That's
yeah,
right. One successful, one not
one not.
successful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Who was in the second one of the?
The second one was around the family in the 1970s.
The kind of gangstery family.
Yeah, Jesse Plemons was in it.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good, but it wasn't. Oh, Kirsten Dunst is. In fact, that's how they met on the set of Fargo.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're the kind of couple.
She's
and
like this obsessive compulsive hoarder
mm-hmm.
type person,
Aye,
and he chops people up.
that's right. Aye, it's quite mental.
Yeah,
First one was cracking for the
first one's
first
amazing. The Billy Bob
Fargo.
Thornton one.
Oh, brilliant! He's
So
amazing in it.
good.
He's so bad.
Yeah, and
Really
shout
good.
out to Colin Hanks as well.
Yeah, he plays a cop, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, the postie, is it?
He's a postie at the end of the movie. Well, spoilers.
Oh, good. He's a cop though. He's the partner to the female.
Yeah.
The kind of heavy girl.
She's great as well.
She's brilliant.
I can't remember her name, but yeah, she's awesome as well. She kind of takes over from Marge in the original one, which is played by Frances McDormand, who has been in several movies by the Coen brothers.
Martin Freeman is the kind of what do you call him character in the first one, the car salesman.
Yeah, William H Macy's character.
Yeah. He's plays that type of character.
Yeah,
he's good as well.
I just like the fact all the names are like Gunderson and all that kind of stuff. It's just kind of weird Minnesota stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so next one is Blade Runner.
Oh yes.
Now it's a movie I can't watch over and over and over again, but I watch it probably every couple of years at least.
Mm-hmm. It's one that's always in your mind, isn't it? Blade Runner, I think.
I mean, but it's because I like going to that universe. Like I wouldn't want to stay in it, but I love the universe. Like I love the whole decay around it. The fact it's always raining. Just I don't know. It's
it looks brilliant.
Yeah.
And it's one of those ones that's got it's really, like you say, it's really lived in, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a proper lived in universe.
Yeah, it's kind of Star Warsy as well, where it's that kind of everything's broken, but they're trying to replace bits and pieces at a time, and so things are kind of hastily welded together to fix stuff, and there's tape over stuff, and it just feels like it's not a set. It feels
tangible.
Like it's tangible. Is that what I'm looking for? Realistic,
Let's go with it.
I guess. Okay, tangible and realistic. I love the movie. Everyone puts a wonderful performance. Sean Young is amazing as Rachel. Some guy called Harrison Ford. He's the star of it.
Never heard of her.
Played by Decker, I think his name is. He's awesome. Daryl Hannah's in it as well. Rutger Hauer as well, with his made-up speech at the end.
Yep.
Tears in the Rain.
Yep.
All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Great movie. And you can tell how many times I've seen it because I can remember everybody in this one. As opposed to Sneakers. All right, so next this is where it goes a bit you could be like, oh wait a minute, what's he doing now? Casino.
Right.
This is a bit of a go-to movie for me, and it trails behind other Martin Scorsese movies because people don't seem to like it as much as the other ones, but I really like this movie.
Yeah, it's good.
Like, really like.
It's not. Yeah, it's a good movie. If I was going Martin Scorsese, I would go probably Taxi Driver or
Actually, do you know what's not in there is King of Comedy, which is a bubbling. See, there's the problem with the top 10 is that you can only fit 10 movies in it. Like King of Comedy is probably one of my all-time favorite Martin Scorsese movies, and I've watched that a ton. This year especially. Like I've seen it like 3 times this year.
Yeah,
I might have a problem.
I think it's on Netflix. It's on Prime, I think. Is it?
Sure,
we got it in Prime.
I bought it on the Googles.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so I just watch it on YouTube. So after Casino, we talked about this earlier on. Glengarry Glen Ross. This is in such a great movie. it's just all these character actors and stars as well. And they're character actors, but they're also stars in their own right as well. So you can see these guys in the background. They can do like those kind of characters, and then they can also star. Ed Harris is in it. He puts in an amazing performance, as does Jack Lemmon, who for me steals the show.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the the character Old Gil in The Simpsons. That's basically that's that character's based on his performance.
I know, that's right. Yeah, it always comes in. And
yeah, oh, Gil's gonna come back. Oh,
one
I'm gonna
more
do
deal.
it. Yeah. Oh, just put me on the board, which is a line from the movie. And what's his name? Alan Arkin's in it as well, and he's just
great.
awesome. It's a fantastic cast. Al Pacino's in it. What's his name? Kevin Spacey's in it as well. Alec Baldwin comes in from Mitch and Murray. And Jane Silent Bob.
To bust some balls.
Bust some balls, yeah. A, B, C, A, always B, B, C, closing. Great movie. Okay, so now we're in the top 5. This is where things get serious. And I had to put this movie in here just because it's groundbreaking. Toy Story.
Oh, yeah.
It's a movie that I want to watch all the time. Maybe not. I probably prefer the third one, but I think you got to put in the original, the OG.
Oh yeah, of course.
The Mac Daddy, so to speak.
Yep.
So so that's why Toy Story's there.
I'd agree with
that. This is where the friendship of Tim the Toolman Taylor and the guy that likes Wilson on Desert Islands began. And we get introduced to the characters. So I think that's fitting to have that in the top 10 somewhere. And ironically, in at number 4, Star Wars. Which is episode 4. Which is retconned episode 4. But it wasn't originally episode 4. It was just chapter 4. In fact, I think it was Star Wars chapter 4, and then it was retconned A New Hope. I'm pretty sure it was chapter 4 because he wanted the idea that you came in halfway through the story. And that this had been like a long running sequel. Because I remember when we first saw it, I was like, did we miss the first 3? So I'm pretty sure it was always chapter 4.
I also remember watching Star Trek with you.
Oh yeah, and we did come in halfway through, and it was like, what the hell's going on here?
And then it finished, and we're like,
what was that?
Walked out.
Yeah. That was 2 years after Star Wars.
And a lot of people think that's fantastic, by the way, the first one.
A lot of
because
people
it's quite out there. Yeah. Because it's all about the
state of existence, creation.
Yeah. It was Voyager, wasn't it?
Voyager.
The probe.
Yeah.
All about that.
Kirk unit and all that kind of stuff.
It's kind of more 2001 Space Odyssey than it is Star Wars.
Yeah.
Type thing.
But I mean, it's kind of Star Trek as well. Star Trek was all a bit more.
Well, it was all about going out and finding new civilizations and
boldly going where no one had gone before,
and meeting ladies.
That's right.
Alien ladies.
Green skinned ladies.
Love? And then Kirk certainly shows them what love is, doesn't he?
Yes, he did.
Much like Foreigner.
That's right. I wanna know what love is. That one.
That's the one. Yeah.
That's a copyright strike.
Oh no.
Okay, top 3. We're getting there. Goodfellas.
Not the way you sung it, by the way.
No, absolutely not.
No. Goodfellas. All right.
Goodfellas,
okay.
Yeah.
You put it in there.
In at number 3. Just because this is a movie I can watch over and over and over again. What's his name? Casey Neistat. He has the Godfather in his like workplace. He just constantly loops the movie Godfather. If I was him, it would be constantly looping Goodfellas.
Yeah.
It is an amazing movie.
Yeah, Goodfellas is one of the. It's one of those films that if it comes on the TV, regardless of what I'm doing, I'm watching that.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's one of those ones.
Yeah, Sam said to me the other day there, she goes, do you want to watch Goodfellas? I went, yeah. Just going to watch Goodfellas. It's great.
Yeah.
Number 2. It's getting close. Die Hard.
Die Hard. Oh, yeah.
There are 2 types of people in the world. It's a bloody Christmas movie, okay? I don't care what anyone says. And you're going, it's just because it's set at Christmas, it doesn't make it a Christmas movie. And no, it's a miracle. It's a time of miracles. Leo. I give you the FBI. It's got Hans Gruber in it. It's got a whole bunch of terrorists. They take over Nakatomi Plaza, which is this big building, and it stars a young Bruce Willis when he had hair, and
Bruce Willis.
it's amazing. Yeah, Bonnie Bedelia is in it as well. She plays the wife, and it's classic action 80s action movie. A lot of action, a lot of blood.
And it was quite different for its time as well because Bruce Willis wasn't exactly known as a action hero. I think that was his first movie, was it? Was that his first movie?
I think his first movie was Nadine with Kim Basinger, which was a kind of extension of his
David
his
first movie. So it was so it was his first action movie.
Yeah. Oh no, it was definitely his first action movie because like nobody was like, everybody was like, you're hiring who to cast?
I know, and it wasn't like a big muscle bound. Everybody action star in the 80s was, Arnold Schwarzenegger or Van Damme or Steven Seagal.
Yeah. Stallone.
Or Stallone, Christ, why did I miss him? Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. Because they were big enough that you could just put their surname.
Yeah.
And it would be like, oh, Van Damme, Stallone, Seagal.
Yeah. So it was kind of unusual in that way, and the wisecracking humor and stuff was really good. Some that seemed kind of different to me than just the normal.
And it was a buddy cop movie as well, because you had Al Powell and him.
He's on the phone.
Yeah.
On the
blower, on the squawk box.
On the walkie-talkie.
Yeah. So it had kind of all these elements together. I mean, and like I'd liked. One of my favorite film series is Lethal Weapon, and and it was that kind of dynamic as well. This, the kind of straight-laced cop, and then the cop on the edge kind of thing. So they had that bit in it as well.
Yeah, it's just a little. Oh, excuse me. It's just a little. Sorry, keep me up. It's just a little twist on things that adds it, makes it that bit better.
All right, which leads me to my number 1. Have a guess what my number 1 movie is.
Oh God, am I going to kick myself?
Maybe.
Is it Disney? Is it Frozen?
No.
Is it Disney?
No. I'm not that huge a Disney fan, to be honest, like movies wise.
Right, go for it.
Wolf of Wall Street.
All right, okay.
That's my number
3
1.
Martin Scorsese films in there.
Could have put more.
It's quite heavy.
I've got my bubbling under there as well. I know it's quite heavy, but the guy's been denied an Oscar so many times. I figured I could do him a favor.
That's good of you. I'm sure he'll be delighted.
Some podcast is talking about you, Martin.
Yeah. So what?
Yeah. Who cares? So bubbling under. I actually had a couple of movies that I couldn't fit in there any which way I tried. One was Strangers on a Train, which I love.
Right, okay.
It's a great movie about the 2 guys that switch their murders. Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Rear Window again, Hitchcock. That's Jimmy Stewart, he's holed up, self-isolation, relevant. But he's broken his leg. He's broken his leg.
Yeah.
So he can't see anything. So he's just looking at these neo binoculars and looking at his rear view window like a pervert, and he sees this guy who he thinks has killed his wife. So his girlfriend comes over, played by Grace Kelly, and she goes over, and hilarity ensues. Not hilarity, murder. And then Life of Brian was the last one that couldn't quite make it on the list as much as I tried.
I would probably stick a. We should maybe, I don't know. It's hard, isn't it? You could maybe
It's
like
hard.
You could probably have like your top 10 comedy movies,
Oh,
top
yeah.
10 action movies, top 10 sci-fi.
Yeah.
You know, can you?
I think you've just figured out our, the next wee while in the
I know.
podcast.
Well, I would probably, my top 10 would be just off the top of my head here. I would have Some Like It Hot in there.
Do you know, I toyed with putting that in
Yeah, I
the
do love
bubbling
that
under.
film.
It's a great movie.
And that's one that I can watch again and again.
Yeah.
Terry Gilliam, good. Fisher King, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
12 Monkeys,
12 Monkeys, yeah.
any one of those. Tideland was a terrific film.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'd have the Star Wars in there.
The Star Wars.
Uh-huh. I'd probably stick Alien in there somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
I would stick. Probably stick Raiders in there.
Yeah. I tried to get Raiders in the top 10, but
Yeah. I would stick Taxi Driver in there. I would stick. What else?
Did you get David Lynch in there?
Well, maybe not anymore. Maybe.
No.
I'd definitely put maybe Wild at Heart. Actually, I do still like that film a lot. Don't know how many that is now, but yeah, kind of.
Well, that's a peek into your top 10 for next week.
Young Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, that's a good movie as well.
It's a cracker.
Damn it. Yeah, Blazing Saddles.
Aye. Not Men in Tights though. Robin Hood.
No,
What a terrible film.
Cannonball
Awful.
Run. Where would you rank Cannonball Run? Smokey and the Bandit, the number 2 movie of 1977.
Yeah.
There was a big drop off from the first one, right enough, but I mean, it's it was the number 2 movie of 1977.
Right.
Here's the trivia question: what was the number 1 movie in 1977?
Star Wars.
That's right, it was.
There you go.
So that means if Star Wars hadn't been made, Smokey and the Bandit would have been the number 1 movie of 1977.
And how things would have changed.
That's right.
You'd be playing with your Burt Reynolds action figures.
That's right, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hey, what are you talking about? A would-be? I
bet you.
Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking.
An action, Burt Lancaster, Burt Reynolds
Lancaster
action figure.
Do you know that Burt Lancaster one is terrible? It was the local hero edition. It's the most boring.
Suitcase
comes with its own desk.
That's a good film. Actually.
That is a good film, yeah.
As well.
I like the bit when it comes up at the end.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's a great film.
Yeah.
There you go.
So there you go. That's the top 10. I think that's it. I think we've run out of things to say.
I think we're done.
I think unless you get anything else you want to.
I think I need to go for a lie down.
I need to go and edit this somehow.
Good.
Right. All right. You get anything else you want to talk about? I keep going on that because I keep things on microphone.
Just stay safe, everybody.
Yep.
Stay apart.
Yes.
Have virtual parties. All that jazz.
Use Zoom. Zoom is really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're missing people, reach out, call them. Use FaceTime, WhatsApp, Messenger. Try and use video chat wherever possible because that's a much better medium than just talking to them on the phone. Because you get to see people and it's nice. So
it's nice.
It's nice. Anyway, on that terribly down ending, let's end with our traditional musical outro. And we'll see you in the next. We will actually see you, or you'll see us in the next podcast. Oh yeah, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and if you're listening to it in the podcast, then subscribe to us on iTunes. Leave us a rating and all that kind of stuff. And we'll see you in the next.
Be kind, please.
Be kind. Be kind. Rewind.